Hey guys, Marcinkin here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to be talking about this LR base form Goku, literally just Goku, right? He is the Spirit Bomb Goku from the Tree of Might movie, the Part 2 LR for physical Turles. Now we know that he's going to be coming to Global very soon. He obviously was the Part 2 LR for Turles on JP. Sometimes those things do get mixed up and moved around, but we had the producer letter update the other day that revealed Pity finally coming to Dokkan, but only for yellow coin LR banners so far. And that was revealed because it was in the global producer letter saying that it was going to be upcoming on the upcoming yellow coin LR banner. So that is going to be this guy right here. So this guy right here, LR base form INT Goku, the first yellow coin LR banner, the first banner on global to have a pity system. We still don't know exactly what that's going to be, but we know every 3 multis you get a featured unit guaranteed, and that happens 7 times. So in theory that means you have to do 21 multis, and then on the 21st one you would obviously get the last guaranteed featured, and each multi that you do, you're going to be getting what we suppose or can only assume is a new type of coin that will be unique to this banner. And obviously at the moment we still don't know how many of those coins you actually need, but you will be able to exchange those for an actual copy of this INT Goku. So if you don't pull him, you can get him with those coins. So the question obviously, for now is how many are you going to need? If you do the 21 multis, that's 1050 stones. I guess if you did 3 more after that, that would take you to 1200. And then on that third multi, it'd be the 24th one, you wouldn't get a guaranteed featured because it's only guaranteed featured every 3 multis 7 times. But would that then be the one where you then get enough, right? So 1200 stones would be the pity. I mean, 1,200 stones, like with no sales, that is a lot of money still if you just had 0 stones and you bought 1,200. So I don't think that is an unreasonable amount. I always said over these years, when we've been discussing whether pity would ever happen in Dokkan, that 1,000 stones would be reasonable. So 1,200, I could definitely see that happening. But obviously we don't know that yet. This whole video is not to speculate about that, but let me know what you guys think it could be. What I wanted to talk about is this guy and his banner and where it's going to fit into the schedule. Because if we look at November from last year, things were definitely a little bit different. So this is the banner itself. This is going to be the this first yellow coin banner with a pity system. I'll do a more in-depth video about this like right before the banner comes out, where I always do those summon or skip videos, and by then we should hopefully know what the actual pity system is, so then it will give a it will give me better perspective on whether or not it's going to be worth it. But Goku's obviously the main new unit. We have Tech Goku and Gohan, AGL Golden Frieza. I mean, AGL Golden Frieza's still good, right? Still pretty damn good in some events, especially with the new batch of events we've gotten being shorter. He doesn't have that time to multiple turns of his damage reduction going down, so he's very good. Yajirobe can still be pretty useful. Not you guys. Android 8, still pretty good. And then this guy is the physical Spirit Bomb Goku that just got his Easy A. He's okay. So the banner's not great, but then yellow coin LR banners never are. Obviously we have the unfeatured LR pool where you can pull all these LRs like Bulma potentially. But remember, like every 3 multis, if you're getting a guaranteed featured unit, that means on those every 3 multis, you won't be getting a random unfeatured LR as the guaranteed SSR, which can happen sometimes in your normal summons. So that's something to kind of think about as well. But the important thing is the timeline, right? So if we look at the timeline events for JP, and we start off in May earlier this year, we had the end of the Golden Week stuff, and then Turles released right at the end of May. So it was 31st of May on JP, and then we jump over to June, and we can see that the after some of the stuff going on here is the release of the Part 2 banner for this Spirit Bomb Goku. So this was 2 weeks after the release of Turles. Now the thing is, if we go and look at the timeline from November, I don't know what, I think I said November earlier as well, October for last year, we can start off here. So this is roughly where Turles dropped. I think he actually dropped on the 5th instead of the 4th, right, for this year. But we got the new Dokkan Fest at the beginning of October. Then we got the 12th. This is where we got the Extreme Z battle for the GT duo. So this is actually being recorded on the 12th, although I think it might go up on the Friday, which will be the 13th. But this is where we're getting the GoBros Easy A. So this lines up with last year's schedule perfectly, right? GoBros Easy A here. There is no new Petan battle, but we did get a new stage of Extreme Super Battle Road today as well. And then you can see here, 5 days later, we got the Peppy Gals, some Easy A's for like this old batch, and we got the new units, the Chilai and Farsha. And then we move a couple of days further down to here, and we had a Super Strike revamp. We had the was this when he got his Easy A? Wow, I thought it was longer ago than that, but and then we moved down to here into the Halloween stuff, which we would obviously expect this year. Now, as you can see, nowhere in this schedule is there a Part 2 LR, because Pan, being the Dokkan Fest that released at the beginning of October, did not have a Part 2 LR. So we know that Spirit Bomb Goku is going to be coming. I would imagine he's going to fit into this slot here where the Peppy Gals banner was, the 17th of October, so 5 days from now, potentially. So that means the Peppy Gals stuff is going to move as well, but that also kind of lines up with what happened on JP. If we take a look at the JP timeline, this is where the new Peppy Gals banner came out for JP, that had the Mamba and a new STR Android 18, and we got the Easy A's for Launch and Oceanus. So obviously this lines up with last year, right, getting 2 new units and getting some Easy A's. But this was in August, in what is technically, I guess this is the later part, so we have to jump to the end of July. This is from the Super Trunks celebration. So this would imply that the Peppy Gals Easy A's and stuff will stay in the Trunks celebration for Global, which will be in November. Although, of course, the problem with that, now that I'm thinking about it, looking at the timeline here, is if Trunks is at the beginning of November, then the Peppy Gals stuff came out, what, like 2 weeks after him? And then there wasn't really much else going on in August. Well, I guess technically it was then like then we went into worldwide, right? So that's why this was maybe cut a bit short. The problem with this, now that I'm looking at it, if we go back to the global timeline and jump ahead to November, so this is in theory where Trunks would be releasing, right, at the beginning of November, and then not long after that we get Heroes. So I mean, I guess the Peppy Gals banner could fit in kind of around here. Because if it was 2 weeks exactly after Trunks, that kind of puts them in this spot here, where there was a world tournament last year. We haven't had a world tournament for a while on Global, so I could see there still being a world tournament here. Are they really going to try and squeeze that Peppy Gals banner in between Trunks and Heroes, and then like a week after Heroes is when we get the Tanabata stuff, which will be full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku? So the timeline is kind of all over the place, and we haven't really had any information about when the sync stuff is going to start happening. All we really know is that based on, you know, the producer letter has confirmed that Global is getting a yellow coin banner. Technically they didn't confirm that it's the Goku, but I mean, it's part of the Turles celebration, right? So surely it has to be the Goku. We've confirmed that that is coming. So it feels like the only place really that fits is where the Peppy Gals banner was last year, which is just under a week from now, right? So be very interesting to see where they fit this in. Would they do the Peppy Gals banner and the Goku banner at around the same time? Like, there's a gap here of like a few days, but would they do that? Maybe drop this on the 17th, then drop like drop Goku on the 17th potentially, because we want Goku earlier, I would have thought, than the Peppy Gals banner. Drop Goku on the 17th, then drop like the Peppy Gals stuff on the 20th, 21st maybe, 23rd even potentially, and then the 27th. I mean, this stuff's all free to play, right? The Halloween stuff that comes out. Because October for Global last year had the Gammas, which obviously won't be present. But them coming out right at the end of October, we don't want them to put an extra banner in here, because then right at the end of October, we get a couple of days later, we're then into November and the next Dokkan Fest comes out. So it looks like the schedule could be very packed. I mean, we kind of expected that sort of thing might happen as part of the sync. So I could actually understand them packing in the Peppy Gals banner in there somewhere as well. Just to kind of have all this stuff coming out, right? So that Global is catching up to JP a little bit quicker. But I would have to say my prediction is going to be this time slot here, right? Around the 17th is where the Goku banner is going to come out. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Are you tempted for summoning for Goku? Obviously, we didn't go through his details in this video. You can see them up on the screen. I'll talk about it more in the summon or skip video. He is just a hard hitting unit. He does one big super attack. Maybe you get the hidden potential additional. And that's basically it, right? He has no built-in additionals, no other crazy like abilities or anything like that. He'll just do big damage on one super attack, and then that's kind of it. So honestly, he is a very easy skip, even with the pity system. But obviously we need to see what that's going to be. So I'll do a more in-detailed video about the banner when it's about to come out. But let me know what you guys think down below. Are you interested at all in this Goku? When do you think he is going to fit into the time slot? I think this is pretty clearly the best spot for him. But then what do you think they'll do with the new Peppy Gal stuff? Will it stay with Trunks? And then November is going to be super busy for Global with Trunks, Peppy Gal's Heroes, and the Tanabata stuff? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.